Hey guys, Steve from Life in 207 here. Pretty interesting video we got. We got some tools from Goodwill, which is pretty random my parts. I recently have been going back to Goodwill as the yard sales and estate sales are drying up, and I'm looking for used tools. So we definitely found some there, which is cool. Maybe we'll keep going back and hopefully keep finding stuff. We checked out the ReStore while I was in town going to help my brother with a car repair. And I think we got a really nice score there. We got some new tools, which we'll check out, and got a couple projects. One of them being taking my current to-go bag and for work and making but transferring some tools over to a canvas bag and possibly adding some more sacrificial tools. And then also we got some dumpster scavenging from work, stuff that was getting thrown away. And then we're also going to try to take some snap-on sockets that I have that I recently got a couple months ago, probably sometime this summer, and clean them up, put them in Evapor Rust, and put them on the wire wheel, and then we'll probably add them to our toolbox. So pretty cool video. Stick around and let's get right into it. Okay, here we have some stuff I scavenged from the dumpster or took off forklifts that were about to be scrapped, sent to the scrap yard. Now, none of this stuff was going to get sold or used, so I feel pretty justified in taking it home. You know, if it's in the dumpster, then, or on a truck that's getting thrown away, to me, I think it's fair that it gets some new life instead of just going straight to the scrap yard. So, first up, we got some battery lugs here. These are great, and they actually will go inside of here. They'll clip right in once you crimp or solder and crimp. They'll fit right in there. So got some of these that were getting thrown away. Those are awesome. I've used some of those for my solar panels out in the shed. We got this spare piece of brass here that'll go into the scrap. Got this bearing that is basically brand new. Found that getting thrown out. And we got a brand new bearing that I also found getting thrown out. So I don't know if I'll keep it or throw it up online. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe someone's looking for that specific bearing. We got this potentiometer that I found in the iron bin, and we'll certainly use that around here at some point. I've been collecting these brackets for quite some time. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I really don't even know why I take them home, but I just can't see them get thrown away. I know they can be used for something. If you guys have any ideas what I could use these for, definitely put it down in the comments. We got some hose clamps that were getting thrown away. This I took off a truck that was getting scrapped. This is just a key switch. We have an e-stop button, which is pulled out currently, or pushed in, I should say. But yeah, if you're on the forklift, something bad happens, click that, cuts power. So thought that was neat, be cool to have. We picked up this strobe here, this amber strobe. Ever since I was a kid, I've always been fascinated with these. I remember my grandfather having these on top of his Ford trucks, and I just always liked to play with them. Now this obviously isn't like an incandescent strobe, or like a turning strobe, I guess you'd call it. This is just a flasher, but it's still really cool to me, and we'll test that out in a minute. I have a battery right here to try it out. I always take these off. People throw their little chairs away, office chairs, stuff like this. I always take the wheels off because I've saved a lot of office chairs or work stools or little seats that get thrown away just because they're missing a leg or they're broken. So we got some miscellaneous bolts and nuts and hardware. Those mostly came off trucks. I mean, there's obviously some new stuff in here too, but that mostly came off trucks when I was making repairs, and we replaced it with new bolts. My buddy Steve from work, he saved me these stainless steel bolts here. I mean, that's pretty sweet of him. We'll definitely get those sorted out at some point, I hope. We got this bearing race. I don't know what I'm going to use this for. It's I don't know, maybe I could use it to punch in another race or something. It might be stainless. I actually haven't checked. I don't have a magnet around. We got this little pass-through for wires, which would go into a frame of a forklift. So that's pretty neat. Some sort of piece of scrap. We got this, now these go on load wheels for either a stand-up truck. I can't remember where I took this off, but it was getting thrown away. This would make a great punch, so I took this home. These long bolts right here came off an electric motor, and I feel like they might come in handy someday. Who knows, maybe I'm just hoarding. Same thing with these brackets. I don't really know why I collect them. I have a whole bin of these, and these are for adjusting batteries in electric forklifts. When you place the battery in, if there's space in between, you want to put one of these in so that it gives you, it takes up the slack so the battery isn't sliding around. So yeah, I always take those when they're getting thrown away. And so yeah, that's what I picked up in the dumpster, and scrap stuff that was headed to the scrap yard. And we'll try this battery out real quick. All right, we're gonna try this little strobe here. Place it down. And I know this works, but I just wanted to show it on camera how neat it is. This strobe here will do anything from 12 to 80 volts. This came off an electric stand-up forklift. So it's, you know, it's... Oh, I thought we just lost it for a second. That made me nervous, but I made a bad connection. But yeah, this will go from 12 volts to 80 volts DC, which is pretty neat. I think I'm going to make a little busy box for my son and hook this up to it, and I think he would get a kick out of this. So, word to the wise, if you ever take these off, which you can if you want to replace the bulb, there's a giant capacitor, well, not giant, but there's a capacitor in there. You take that bulb out and you touch those two connectors, it's not going to feel great. So just be careful if you ever take these flashers apart. You know, drain the capacitor if you can. Be safe. Definitely don't stick your tongue on it. Yeah, Daddy's gonna get those. Alright guys, here's my used tool pickups for this video. Like I said, I went to Goodwill, and you'll see the previous footage here. They had some decent tools. They had Klein, some Wera, some Weha, some Milwaukee. I mean, I don't ever see tools at Goodwill, at least quality ones. So I have to be careful with what I buy. I have a lot of tools right now, so I picked these up knowing that I'm going to replace some tools I have at home and maybe bring those tools to work or vice versa, or sell them, get rid of them. I'm trying to be careful with what I pick up right now until I start sorting and selling some of the tools I have to make money to buy more tools, because I'm crazy like that. So anyway, we got this Klein 6-in-1. This is the Extend Multi, and it's got a Phillips on one head, or one side, and the flat head on the other, and then on the opposite of that it has the large and small square head. So pretty sweet. Absolutely will pick up Klein for $3, especially if it's in good shape. I have a lot of wire cutters, wire strippers, but I didn't have any Kleins, and now I do. So for $3, I'll pick that up all day. In decent shape. You know, it shows some wear, but made in the USA, can't beat that. Absolutely excited to add that to the collection. Now, everything you see over here, I picked up at the ReStore when I was going to help my brother with a car issue. I happened to stop by since it was so close. Now, the wrenches and everything over here was $1 a piece. That screwdriver was $2, or not screwdriver, sorry, nut driver. So yeah, let's take a closer look here. We got this cushion grip, Craftsman, single line H there in 3/8, 42195, and this is the cushion grip, which is pretty sweet. I don't see those too often, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or pass it along. We got some of these double line V double box end wrenches here. We got an inch and a 15/16, and we have two of the 3/4 and 7/8. So absolutely sweet. I'll always pick those up for $1. Now, this I think was a score for $1. This 1/2-inch drive here, just beautiful shape, single line V, 44975. Thing sounds awesome. Nice and quiet. Goes in both directions. Sure, it'll need a service, but come on, $1. I will pick these up every single time for $1. Just crazy. We got some more double box end wrenches here. We got, and these are in single line V. We got the 3/4 and 5/8, and the 1/2-inch and 9/16, and the 3/8 and 7/16. So definitely excited to add those to the collection. And a Husky snuck in, which is fine by me, in the 1/2-inch 9/16. Yeah, that snuck in. That's okay. We'll keep it. Snap-on for $1. Come on now. 9/16 combination wrench. Couldn't believe I found this in the bins there. OEX 18, USA. I'll pass that along to someone at work that likes Snap-on more than me. But come on, I mean, I'll pay $1 for that all day. We also got these open-end wrenches here, Craftsman. I love the logo, the Craftsman logo on this open-end wrench here. That's single line V. Beautiful, just love it. And we got this 1/2-inch and 9/16. And that's in double line V. So yeah, I think I did pretty good at the ReStore. All right, guys, here are some of the new tools that I got. Some of these were Christmas gifts. And there's some more, but I'm not going to dig them out. I don't really need to show those. They are tool related, but you know, some of them are already at work, and just leave it out of the video. But I did pick up this 1/2-inch brushless bower. I picked it up because I just got into the bower line. I didn't have a decent 1/2-inch impact at home. I have a great one at work, the Hercules. I didn't have one at home, and I just figured I'll pick it up. It was on sale for $88, so now I have one, and I don't have to worry about it. So it's brushless, it's Bauer. I've heard good things. We'll see how it works out. Picked up these 10 and 8-inch fast adjust water pump pliers. I had some of the smaller Cobalt ones up there, and I never used them. I took them out of the package. I never used them because I gave them to a buddy for Christmas who I knew would use them. So I decided to replace them with the Doyle ones here from Harbor Freight. I made another trip to the Closing Advance Auto in Westbrook, Maine, and I didn't see a whole lot. I was looking for more car parts, but I didn't have a whole lot of time. But I did find this universal bearing packer, and I have one at work already, but it only accepts certain sizes, so I think I'll bring this to work and have it, if just in case I can't get a certain size bearing in the one I already have, and we'll give this one a try. Here is the canvas bag, which we're going to use for my tool work bag. We'll open that up and check it out soon. My mother-in-law picked this up for me. This is actually, it came in a pack of 2. I already have one on my work toolbox. I just thought that was great. Certified. Sure, I am. My mother picked this up for me. It's pretty neat, actually. It's a Prepared Hero fire blanket. I will probably never use it in my life, but you know what? It's a safety thing. Safety first, or safety third, however you do safety. I do safety first, so we'll stick that up somewhere probably close to the wood stove, or maybe if I ever get an actual garage, we'll put it in there. But yeah, I mean, hey, it'll maybe someday it'll come in use, and hopefully not. Hopefully I never have to use it, but maybe I'll be happy if I do have to use it. So pretty cool of her to pick that up for me. We finally got the other Craftsman 7-piece set in that I paid $9 for. This is in the gunmetal chrome, and this took forever to come in the post. I have the metric one, I already showed it, but yeah, I thought that was cool. It finally came in. We'll put that up on the pegboard at some point. And my wife, my sweetheart of a wife, made me, or is in the process of making me a sign for my shop. Now these are letters that she ordered through some online store, maybe Etsy, I don't know. But this is gonna say Waldo's Shop in honor of my grandfather, and that's also a nickname of mine and my son's middle name and my middle name. But yeah, so it's gonna say Waldo's Shop, and she's gonna put on a nice piece of project board and stain it, and I'm excited. We're probably gonna do it together, but I thought that was very sweet of her. So those are sitting down here until we find some free time. And that's what I picked up for new tools. Here is my current work bag. I don't really need to replace it, but I don't like this bag right here. The zipper is just all mangled up. It doesn't close. It's all screwed up. I'm not overly concerned about replacing this. This came with some of the Craftsman power tools I had, and you can tell they didn't put any real quality into it. It's just a cheap bag. I was using it as a temporary thing at work. So I'm gonna pull out what I have in there right now, what I've been using. And I also need to add some stuff to my to-go bag, some sacrificial screwdrivers, and maybe some other stuff, but we'll pull out what I have here. I got this little Craftsman V-Series set recently, and this is just to keep it contained. That's the reason why I bought this. No other real reason other than I just want to keep it contained. And so far it's been working out. Great to have it and not flying around in the bag. Because these are all going to get beat, everything in here is going to be beat on, and probably only cleaned every so often because it just needs to work. I have some really cheap Pittsburgh pliers in here. I'm going to have to keep these coated in oil, or they're just going to flash rust like crazy. So I have a set of Pittsburgh pliers in here, and they've worked so far. I mean, I can't argue. Here I have a Braun light. I'm not super satisfied with this light. Maybe it's just the one I got. It flickers like crazy. I've checked all the connections as far as like the battery and stuff, and I do like that's USB-C, but the battery doesn't last all that long, and it flickers like crazy. So that's why it's in the to-go bag. It just needs to work for a little while, so I'm not too concerned about it. But yeah, I'd say get the Icon light if you can. Here I got this high-vis utility knife here. I picked this up recently. You probably saw if you watch my videos. That was $5. I picked it up because it's green. I'll be able to see it. It's bright green. And I gotta figure out a solution for these, but these are my combination wrenches, and they're ratcheting. These are all Pittsburgh Pro. They're just the standard set that they offer. So those are great. And again, they're just going to get beat on. They're probably not going to get cleaned a whole lot because they just need to function when I'm in a bind. So there's nothing else in the bag. So we will probably just get rid of this bag, or maybe we can find a use for it that doesn't require the zipper. And we'll check this bag out real quick. Hopefully this bag's okay. You know, it came from Amazon, so who knows? It doesn't seem too bad. Let's get it open. Decent packaging. Ooh, all right. Okay. I don't remember seeing that it had the little slots on here for screwdrivers and stuff on the ad, so that's kind of an added bonus. And that's Rothco. Combat tested, it says, since 1953. Maybe this is a brand that's actually well known. I don't know. I just saw it on Amazon and said, that looks right. A nice little front pocket. And another pocket on the other side. So, yeah, pretty sweet. Let's put our stuff in there. Okay, guys, we came over to the scrap pile and also a little bit of unsorted pile, sacrificial pile, whatever you want to call it. These are at the bottom of my sorting bins here, and picked out these to go in the bag. Again, they don't need to be pretty, they just need to function right now. So we got this Phillips 3, this flathead, probably a Craftsman. We got this Great Neck flathead here, this Stanley Thrifty. Got a pokey thing. Got this KC Pro flathead. We got a Phillips 1, a 2 with the mange. We may switch this out if I can find something a little bit better, but that's just what I had on hand. One of these little pocket screwdrivers here, because I'm always losing these. I have lots of Cornwell and Mac ones at work, but they never seem to be around when I want them. They fall out of my pocket or they get stuck to something with the magnet there. So we're going to put that in the tool bag. And we got this little like Klein looking knockoff. I may not take all these flatheads. I'm not sure. This is just what I grabbed out of those bins. So these are going to go into here. And I think that's going to be a wrap. What would you put in there that I didn't show if you were out needing to get parts off cars or forklifts or whatever? Let me know in the comments. All right, the bag is a little on the small side, but everything fits. I don't really like how small those pockets are. I really don't think I gotta leave that mangy screwdriver in here, but for now it's fine. Everything fits in there. It seems like a really nice bag as far as it's probably going to be very durable. We'll see how it holds up. But yeah, on this front pocket we got the utility knife, and then in the rear pocket we have that Braun light. So I'm excited to bring this to work, replace that Craftsman that wouldn't zip up. And I think I'm going to get one of these, maybe a larger one for my Toyota RAV, and have some little bit more organization of my tools in the rear of the car. So here's my snap-on bin where I keep all my snap-on tools that are used that haven't already been claimed by people. We got some stuff in here. But what I really want to do is I have a pretty close to full set of 12-point half-inch drive that I want to get into some Evapor-Rust and start the process of cleaning up, and probably put them in our toolbox or see if somebody at work wants to buy them. But I think they're going to end up in my toolbox, and let's see if we can make them look nice. plum made it in there. Okay, well here's the set we're working with. Starts at 1/16, and it goes down to, maybe I can get to focus here. Goes down to 1/2 inch. So we're gonna throw these in some Evapor Rust, let them sit for a few days. It's pretty cold in the basement, and Evapor Rust works a lot better when you have it heated. So maybe we'll bring it upstairs and let it sit up there close to the wood stove, but we'll be back. All right, guys, it's been about 48 hours. And this is what they're looking like right now. We're gonna put these in some water, rinse them off, try to clean up the inside, then we'll hit them with the wire wheel. I've never seen Evapor Rust do that. I don't know if that's just that was under the coating of rust and dirt. Like that one was pretty bad, but maybe that'll disappear when we hit it with the wire wheel. Alright, we'll filter this Evapor Rust and then we'll put it back in. Hopefully we can reuse that. And we'll let this rinse and then we'll dry them, put a little WD-40 on them before we go too crazy. Okay, we got these soaked down with WD-40 after rinsing. And that's just in case I get busy and I don't want these to flash rust. So we're going to try to get these cleaned on the insides, and then like I said, we'll wipe down the WD-40 and we'll get those on the wire brush. Okay, well these are all done with the wire wheel here, and I want to wipe any debris that's left on them. So we're gonna wipe them down, and then we'll take one of these rags and we'll probably just spray them and then wipe them down again. But right now I just want to get as much debris off these as possible. Anything that came from the wire wheel. All right, those are all wiped down. Let's give them a quick like misting of WD-40 so they don't rust while they're sitting. We'll give them one last wipe to kind of just take off any of the excess WD-40, and we'll call these good. Put both sides here. All right, we'll give them one last wipe and then we'll take a look at them. Trying to get as much grease, or sorry, oil off as I can. I know a WD-40 is like an oil, but just where I left too much on there. Okay, here's the final result after the wire wheel, some WD-40 and the wipe down. Not too shabby. Certainly a lot better than they were. They definitely are nice and usable. You can see there's a little bit of splotchiness where in the previous clip where I showed that white on the socket. I guess it's just maybe these were all chromed out at one point and that's just a layer of chrome that came off. I'm not sure. But we did have one casualty. Unfortunately, this one here, the, what is it, the 1 inch, unfortunately had a crack. And I didn't see that until we cleaned it up. It was hidden. So I guess that's sometimes you find casualties when you clean up old rusty sockets. We'll see if we can't get this warrantied out. Buddy at work will go on the Snap-on truck for me and he'll take care of that. So other than that, we'll put these away. They're nice and oiled now. They'll go in the toolbox, and if we ever want to use them, they're ready to go. Hey guys, thanks for checking out the video. Found some cool things at Goodwill. We found some cool stuff at the ReStore. Got to check out some of the dumpster dive scavenger stuff that I found at work. And hopefully we're gonna use some of that soon. Did that Snap-on project, that little bit of resto there. And we also took care of my tool bag for work. So really appreciate you stopping by and supporting the channel. And we'll catch you next time.